Subtitles. Hello everyone, and welcome to this fascinating and quirky story. Let's explore some oddities together, like why there are nobles piled up in a hat. The teacher asked everyone to raise their hands, walked around, and not a single soul admitted their hand was black. I couldn't help but ask, "Who are you, buddy?" And just like that, Xiaojun miraculously sailed through his elementary years, only to hit middle school. He got bored breaking into his own house and decided to use his skills to break into others' homes, not to steal, but to experience their lifestyle. Xiaojun lay on an unfamiliar bed, ate others' dumplings, gazed at a black and white mat, and played with an old watch in the drawer like a dream. He never took anything, so no one ever caught him. Until one day, he opened a door and found it was when he could never close it. The room was small, the light soft, and a telescope hung on the wall. Xiaojun excitedly gave it a spin and, lo and behold, a teacher caught in the act of peeing in public. Xiaojun was grinning from ear to ear. Suddenly a girl popped into view, but when he lowered the telescope, she vanished. Xiaojun had to compose. Lifting the telescope again, he searched for that perfect angle the moment he uncovered the article. Suddenly, a girl's radiant smile flashed before his eyes, like a breeze that gently stirred Xiaojun's heart. Since then, he often returned here as if in a dream, nearing a world not his. Today, Youthful, the leader, introduced the girl to Xiaojun. Her name was Yubebe. Her cheerful laughter echoed the girl in the picture, and instantly Xiaojun was smitten. But she didn't know how to get along with boys. Youthful pushed her to a junior, who gently put his hand on her shoulder, leaving Xiaojun breathless with tension. Tending to be casual, he lit up his cigarette. When passers-by appeared, the mischievous kids quickly hid this. In a cloud of smoke, these boys hung out together. One morning, they spied from outside Youthful's house, only to find the younger boy inside. The trio teased them about how they slept last night, all the boy sharing a mischievous laugh. They headed out for a meal, but the younger boy asked Xiaojun to stay behind. Curiosity piqued in him about Ma's innocence. The younger boy deliberately sat next to Xiaojun, wanting to tease this naive kid. They leaned together, trying to blow smoke rings, but neither could manage. One day, Xiaojun came back with food, but the boy was gone. As he stood dazed, the boy leaned in and pecked him. Subtitles. Such a mischievous prank left Xiaojun feeling extremely ashamed. He couldn't help but respond, only to find himself cornered by the younger one. The younger one kissed another. That casual look reminded him of the girl in the photo, and he returned to her place. He lay on her bed, soaking in her essence like it was treasure, gazing at the girl's photo with utmost reverence. Suddenly, he heard the door lock turn and hurriedly dove under the bed. The girl entered without noticing him. She slipped off her dress, changed clothes, and left. Xiaojun's heart raced. He couldn't remember a thing except the key dangling from her ankle. He never dared to go back to that house again until one summer evening. A performance by the Korean People's Army delegation drew a crowd, and even a fake ambassador got caught. While waiting for questioning, Xiaojun spotted that familiar figure, the key and the ankle swinging with each step. But just as he leaned in for a better look, a police slap came his way. Under the officer's scolding, Xiaojun cried like a baby. He pleaded for mercy, eventually convincing the cops to let him off the hook. He quickly chased after that figure, only to be blocked by iron gates and ultimately failing to see the girl's face. That night, Xiaojun lay frustrated in bed, filled with regret. Subtitles. A good buddy knocked on his window, urging him for an emergency assembly. It turned out Yang Gao from the Brotherhood group was injured. Squad leader Youthful brought weapons to avenge Yang Gao, and the boys grabbed Bex, clashing with their rival gang. Xiaojun hesitated until the last rival was cornered, then he bravely lifted his weapon. He even pulled out a bike lock and swung it down hard, his gaze darting toward Youthful, hoping for approval. Until Youthful gave the signal, and off they rode on their bikes, just like that. But Xiaojun was the only one running hard. They discussed everything that just went down in the bathhouse. His brave demeanor earned him unanimous praise from everyone around. At this moment, Yang Gao suddenly exclaimed mid-conversation. A bright light shone on Youthful's face. The boys quickly crowded together. Xiaojun retaliated with the hose, and everyone squealed. At that moment, all recognized the boy, but he entered instead of leaving. The boys hurried to cover up. The younger boy seemed completely unfazed. This was so bland. He just kept staring with one eye, and with the other eye. Staring with one eye, then staring with the other. Staring with one eye, and watching with the other. Gazing with one eye, then gazing with the other. As he watched, his eyes sparkled, and he snatched away the boy's clothes. Such boldness. Subtitles, it stirred their excitement. Be careful. Xiaojun skipped school again. On screen. He sat on the fence, smoking, when he accidentally dropped a match. That familiar ankle caught his eye again. He couldn't help but chase after that figure he recognized. Gathering his courage, Xiaojun called out, "Hey, did you call me? Or have we met somewhere? Don't kid around. Little Ma, how old are you to be doing this?" She turned to leave, flashing a radiant smile, leaving Xiaojun stunned, wanting to call her sister. The girl was charmed by the boy's liveliness and asked, "Have you got a sister?" "No. What's your name?" Xiaojun. "Really? I'm going abroad." "I do not want to go. How about you?" Milan. Turns out the girl in the picture's named Milan. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to our channel for more humorous and amazing tales.